We're confronting Jacques.
Christ.
What is it with
I didn't
Fran-
know.
what do-
They never said it. So as a kid, I legit thought it was Jacques because I didn't know. No one said it.
To be fair, France just basically half their words have like 3 times as many letters as they need to.
I used to think it was Knuckles the Echidna, okay? Because no one said it. That's not that's an animal that doesn't exist.
Okay,
I only ever heard of it.
enchilada.
You're right.
What was
moron.
your original pronunciation of Gyarados?
Probably Gyarados or something like that.
Probably Gyarados.
Probably.
Yeah, I had Gyarados.
How
Does
about
anyone else
Kyogre?
remember
Because
Titus and Titus?
Yeah.
here's the thing: the Square themselves have pronounced it both ways. So
Yeah.
who
Rattata
even
was
knows?
another
Yeah.
big one. Even though they said it, no one said it the same way.
Yeah, no one said the same way. Nobody was paying attention.
Everyone I knew pronounced it Ratata.
That's what I
Rattata.
do too.
It's like it was a machine gun.
I grew up in a house that said Mario.
Oh,
Super
is that
Mario.
why it's
That's
Mario?
wrong. Where
Mark?
is the Y?
Mario. I've heard
I
it
don't
said
know, man.
Mario, yeah.
Where's Mardio?
Is that why it's Mario month now?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Oh.
Huh.
See, you get it. Thank you for validating my stupid decision.
And every enemy in this level is on a fucking floating platform.
Yeah, it's the least fun boss in the game, I feel. Mostly for the level than anything else.
This is like the only, this is the most fulfilling actual level that is also a boss level.
Well,
There's
that's
actual
because
bits of
80%
exploration
of
in
it
there.
is a normal level. Yeah.
This one feels the most like a proper level out of all the boss stages, which are mostly straight lines.
So I think that there's either a skill point or an achievement for getting through this level without taking damage. But I think I had to restart it a couple times because I would take damage to the normal enemies and not to the boss. So
Yeah.
No,
it's-
Jacques is dumb. I was gonna say Jacques is a blowhard, but actually no, he's not. That's another boss. Comedy.
we try.
you see, the ironic thing is that Jacques is not a jock; he's a nerd.
He's a Jacques in the box.
Jacques the Jock.
Is it called Jacques in the Box in France?
I don't know, but I think that's the joke.
Jean Sal le Box. No, wait, would it be Sir is in? I don't remember. French sucks. I'm sorry, France, for
Wow!
making fun
Wow!
of you.
Wow!
But-
You just insulted an entire country.
Dude, French class in high school. God, my brain is like. My parents are like, "Oh, you gotta take 4 years of language because college is like that, and colleges don't care how many
Yeah.
years of language you take in a row." So I had to take frickin' 4 years of French in a row instead of taking fun classes that I would have liked to because we only needed 1 year of language. But no.
Also, I'm sure America is the butt of every joke outside of
Oh
these,
no, America
numbers, so,
sucks.
eye
All
for
right,
an eye.
like
yeah.
we're on board. Americans are on board with making fun of America and Americans. Let us have this one, please.
Yeah. I mean, the language thing is a dumb thing because Europeans are always like, oh, Americans don't learn languages. It's like, well, yeah, because we're a big-ass country that speaks basically one language. We don't need to learn it.
Well, we should at this point we should be teaching Spanish too because
Well,
there's so
yeah,
much
well,
Spanish.
But at that point, a
Yeah.
lot of European languages are also very similar.
yeah.
Spanish and Italian are like nearly identical.
Well, Spanish, Italian, French are basically all romantic languages,
Yeah.
and Portuguese and Spanish are basically the same language as far as general use goes.
I feel like
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I-
offend
I-
someone with this
yeah.
conversation, but
Well,
it is
mean-
what it is.
I mean, yeah, there are obviously differences, but I have a few Portuguese friends from
Oh, you
like
ain't
Discord
wrong.
and stuff, and so they're basically just like, yeah, if you speak Portuguese, you can understand Spanish.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Also, they're French, so who gives a fuck? I mean, what?
Wow.
he said it, not me.
Wow.
I kid mostly.
Wow.
Mostly.
Just me kidding.
Yeah.
Omelette de fromage. Omelette.
There you go. I know that one.
It's the funny thing about that, it's not even correct.
Yeah, it's omelet of
Oh,
cheese
fromage,
as
yeah.
opposed to cheese omelet, which is different.
Are you saying that they were wrong?
Yes, they were
That's-
wrong.
I take offense to that.
Also, I don't get why Dexter, who's supposedly a genius, isn't able to learn a language when he can learn an entire new field of theoretical physics in like an afternoon. So, you know, maybe
I mean,
Dexter
very-
just sucks.
Because-
I mean, very different, you know, parts of the brain being used.
Yeah, but I thought his brain was like mega big and
Different languages have extroverted applications, and Dexter, as a humongous nerd, is very introverted. Would probably not know the proper way of learning.
Yeah, but he
another
could learn
language.
different programming languages.
That's all zeros.
But he
and
never
ones, though.
he never actually explicitly showed off his skill in programming languages. He just happened to have the devices ready.
Yeah.
It could
Okay,
just be magic.
are we gonna get into a Dexter's Lab lore?
Did we
This
ever
is a
really
TED
see the
Talk.
Well, now that I think about it, like, did we ever think about Dexter's Lab? I mean, it's been years since I last watched an episode of the cartoon, but did we ever really see the intricacies of him building inventions besides turning a wrench?
Nope.
Or
He does stuff at a
You know.
computer.
If anything, Mandark is the smarter one. He's just a little more
well,
psychotic.
Mandark talks a bigger game. But I think we don't see him like in the process of building inventions either. He just happens to have them.
Well, that's
already
not the fun
finished.
part of the episode. Is watching him, look through his notes and try to remember what equation he's supposed to use.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
fun
yeah.
part's when the robot's built and then DD beats it up.
Yes.
And science will never explain how over time Dexter just kept getting progressively shorter.
You see, my favorite episode of Dexter's Lab isn't even one that really involves around the science. It's the one where him and Dee Dee both get label guns and keep on labeling their name on all of the other stuff.
That's
and
a good
so,
one, yeah.
And so it like actually is your name on it, and then it is, and then they all like start crying, and like Dexter puts his name on like one of Dee Dee's toys or whatever.
Well, Dexter
And
also has his, doesn't he? There's not the episode where he has his name on the brass knuckles and just starts punching the sandwich or something.
I think so.
No, my favorite is always the parrot trap with the robot
Oh my
parrot that just repeats everything.
god!
Yep.
Dexter
yep,
secret,
that's it. Big
Dexter secret, Dexter secret. That's a good one.
Worms and plastic minnows. Where am I supposed to get worms and plastic minnows? The Florida Everglades. It
He
just
just
dries
takes
off.
God, you're right. Yeah, that's probably the best episode. Yeah, no, that's it. Easy.
Is that guy knitting his own tail?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's knitting.
Yeah, but is he knitting his own tail?
No, I think he's just using it to hold the yarn.
Oh, okay.
They made Jacques
Besides
look
his
terrifying for as stupid as he is. He
Well,
looks
he has,
scary.
he has the Jim Carrey mask on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks
Yeah,
exactly
oh,
like he
man.
has the mask
Yeah.
on.
Wow.
No, but not even the good mask, like Son of Mask.
I have not
We
seen
don't talk
any
about
of
Son
the,
of Mask.
I have not seen any of the
You never
Mask
seen
movies.
Mask?
No, they're a little before my time.
Just watch.
It's-
I still enjoy the first one anyway. But
It's 90s.
that's all
It's
you need to
90s.
watch.
It's like it's a centerpiece of the 90s.
Yeah, I completely agreed.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
I think it's about as much 90s as Ace Ventura was, really.
Sure. That was always bad though.
What, Ace Ventura?
I didn't like Ace Ventura.
There is one particular part of Ace Ventura that is just not good. But I still enjoyed the film.
Was that the one where he could talk to animals? Or no, that's Dr. Dolittle.
No.
That's Dr. Dolittle.
That's Dr. Dolittle,
Okay.
yeah.
And that wasn't even Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Wow.
That was it. I think
Yeah.
that was Eddie Murphy. I think as far as the '90s one goes.
Yeah, Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, same person.
I mean, they're both about as 90s as you can get, so.
Once the Eddie
I would
Murphy
say Eddie
as
Murphy,
Dr.
I would say
Bond.
Eddie Murphy is more 80s.
Yeah.
Well, you'd see, most
Yeah.
people would think of him as 2000s because, of course, since
Well, no,
he's
his
in
2000
Shrek,
stuff has sucked.
Well,
Yeah.
well, he's in Shrek, so obviously he can't be known for anything other than being in
Yeah,
Shrek.
but he was also in Pluto Nash.
What's Pluto Nash?
Exactly.
Bless you, Ted. I don't want to corrupt your soul yet.
Okay. But I'm still going to Google it. All right.
Eddie Murphy from the 80s and Eddie Murphy from the 2000s is two totally different people. You can't go from watching Delirious to watching Shrek and be like, oh yeah, it's the same guy.
It looks like
Or coming to America.
the first
Or
thing
coming-
I
yeah.
saw when I looked up this poster is Space Jam for some reason. I don't know why.
Eddie Murphy, Michael Jordan,
Space
same
Jam.
person.
Well, no, it's just the way that the poster's laid out. Like Eddie Murphy has this like smug ass face, and there's space in the background, and then there's like the starburst in green behind the clip art ass logo. So I don't know. Like, come on, cut me some slack here.
Don't look it up.
No, I already did look it up. All right, you can't. I'm.
Well, don't go further into the research, I mean.
Oh well, you know what? You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. All right. Oh my God, 2 stars on IMDb. That's not good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not bother with that.
And
So the
here-
final world of Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah. This is also the only other time where they force you to use the exit portals.
Yeah, very annoying. That should have been changed.
Yeah.
How so? Explain. What do you mean?
You have to use the exit portals to basically
Access
count
the
the
next
level as
level.
complete. So it'll open the next one.
So there are 2 levels in the game. One's in the first world. You have to go through an exit portal to unlock Toasty, and then you have to go through the exit portal of
all the levels here.
I forget the name of all of them. Yeah, because for some reason that's the only way to trigger the game to open up the dragon mouth for the next level.
Well, I guess the idea is less that you're trying to collect all the stuff and save all the dragons. It's just that you're trying to get through all of Nasty's bases and stuff. So I suppose that makes sense.
It's just a weird requirement.
Yeah. Also, you've already saved this dragon, so 80, like having 80 dragons, that's not true.
You
It's
have
like
79.
76 or something like that.
70. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this not the only one that you saved
Every
twice?
dragon in this world is dragons you've already saved.
Oh, okay.
The
yeah, so why does it
idea
count?
is that after you've saved them, they try to take down Nasty themselves, and they failed. That's the idea. But since there's no visual thing telling you that, I think the one you just saved tells you that subtly. But yeah, so every dragon here is one you've already saved. So there was only
They count
74
twice
unique
for
ones.
the counter. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's not really 80.
Yeah, it's
You
weird.
were thinking with twice.
Load level.
This is not the same as Bayonetta combos.
No.
But at the same time, it's cool that it's in the game in the first place.
To keep your mind off things, sure.
Yeah, to keep the load times a little bit more visually interesting.
I always really liked the final world here because you never see the final world of a game where this mastermind is, and you would normally assume it'd be like some sort of factory or a science lab or something, but to have a shipyard, a shipping dock, be like the theme of the final level, one of the final levels. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the end of the game because it's not as kind of generic as you might expect. I
Yeah.
agree.
Although they ruined the one good aspect about this final world. They changed the machine guns.
Oh, they shoot purple glue.
That's
glue
true.
now.
Yeah.
Well, they were just pure out Gatling guns in the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's too
I
violent.
distinctly remember when we were first doing that playthrough. I saw the guns and I'm like, "Holy shit! What? Why are there?"
They're legit guns.
Who brought a gun? And
But I mean, it's weird because the Pinstripe in Crash kept his gun. That's just a Tommy gun. They like that gun was just kept, so I don't know what they were trying to.
those both have E10 ratings, right?
Yeah. So it's just a weird thing. So at that point, it was just a creative decision, not a rating thing.
Maybe they
I'll
were.
defeat you, nasty Nork. I'll defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I
Yeah.
found.
They all played Splatoon, and they were like, "This actually has potential."
I mean, maybe they were going for an E for this, and then it just didn't happen anyway.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It
let me-
is weird to have a gun, like an actual straight
Yeah.
gun. I will
Like,
it'll
just
say it's
straight
very
up
weird.
gun, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
it's an
it's amusing
inconsistency.
as a result.
Yeah.
Okay, Wikipedia. Why don't you have the game rating on here? You suck. All right, never mind. This is what Google Images is for. Google Images.
Just looking up the
doesn't-
box art.
Yeah. Google Images never lets me down. Peggy 7. What the hell is that even supposed to mean?
Who is Peggy and why is she 7?
Good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Attitude.
I do like the attention. I do like the
Edge.
I do like the attention to detail that every dragon that you find is from a different world in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, because there were 6 dragons left, and you have 6 worlds. And only 2 of them are from artisans, so every other one is just a little bit of diversity going on. Although
Makes
I
the world
think
feel a
the
bit
end
more
of this
cohesive.
world has the Parappa reference. I think
You
it's this
gotta
one.
believe.
Yeah.
Wait, was that in the original too, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Parappa reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see. I think it's this
I think
level.
I think it's this level.
Okay.
And back when all the Sony properties were playing nice with each other.
Even though none of
Yeah.
them were owned by Sony.
It gave
No,
the
no, not-
allure
no,
that Sony had the Nintendo feeling of everyone is under this one umbrella.
No, I think Naughty Dog's owned by Sony.
No, it is, but the use of the Parappa reference, and then Spyro 3 has a Tomb Raider reference.
Yeah.
Everything, it gave the idea that Sony has the Nintendo effect of everything is under one umbrella. Obviously,
Well, I
that's
think
not
at
true.
that point in time in development, they kind of needed to if they were going to stand a chance.
Yeah,
against
right.
Nintendo.
Obviously, it's not true,
Yeah.
but it was a cool thing back then.
Well, I mean, part of why I think the PlayStation took off in terms of in third-party support was just that everybody was sick of Nintendo's bullshit. You know, because
Not quite as much at that time because Sega already did that with the Genesis. It was more that CDs were clearly the way of the future at the time.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
offered them way more flexibility and it was way cheaper.
But there was also just the fact that Nintendo on Super Nintendo was just a pain in the ass to try to work with, you know. And so, you know, if there's one thing that the not super success of the N64 and GameCube and Wii
And Wii U.
well, I
Just
mean,
all of them.
I mean, kind of the Wii a little.
Yeah, but the
And
Wii
so-
was a unique.
yeah, the
breed.
Wii is it's just it's forced.
It
them
did
to
have
play
third-party
nice.
support. If you count Imagine Party Babies from Ubisoft as third-party support.
And Carnival games.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, I'm sure that 3-year-olds everywhere enjoyed Imagine Party Babies. all right?
Maybe.
I mean, I know you kind of say that sarcastically.
No,
That's
I'm not.
yeah.
I mean, only
Yes.
half sarcastically. I
Yeah.
mean, you really have to look at a game for who its audience is. Like we
Oh
were
wait,
kind
is
of
this, I
talking.
think is this the guy?
Uh,
I think this is
Maybe.
the guy. I
Tomas.
think.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It sounded a whole lot more like the original Parappa inflection in the PS1 game, but it's the same
Right.
same deal.
That guy's an asshole though, because we already saved him once. I never thought I'd be saved by such a little dragon. You already were.
Yeah. Same dude.
Or what if it's
Parappa
a
was
twin
fun.
with the same name?
the exact same look.
What if there are unique dragons?
Like the twins? Like Doublemint twins?
Yeah.
Nah, that's dumb. You're dumb.
Thank you. I'd rather someone
You guys
call
ever
me out
played-
for my
have you
stupid
guys- have you
comments
guys-
and to be
have
like,
you guys
oh, you
ever
know,
played
you have a
Parappa
point.
the Rapper? Have you guys ever played Parappa the Rapper?
It's not,
briefly back
not
in the day.
good.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's nostalgic.
Yeah,
It's
nostalgic.
90s as hell,
It's-
but it is not good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's like
rhythm
if I'm
game
going
where the
back to-
rhythm doesn't matter.
Wait, really?
No. Well, my biggest problem is that the input latency on the buttons is really fucking unforgiving. To the point where it
Well,
feels
that
kind of broken.
and also you're penalized for sticking to the beat. You have to improvise to get a
Wait.
good score.
Wait.
It's
So
a
you-
rap.
there's
It's a
the thing.
rapping game, so
Look.
you have to sort of freestyle. So if you just follow the beat, you're penalized for it.
Well, there's the thing though. Like, that's always kind of fucked me up in the original game at the very least. I never played the sequels or what was the other one?
Jammered Whammy.
Jammer Lammy, some of this shit. You couldn't even achieve the cool ranking on your normal playthrough. You had to like do it on repeat visits.
Yeah.
This is like, why even?
And what was
show
the
me
rating?
cool
Like
ranking, though?
you rapping good and you rapping bad,
yeah,
and wasn't
bad.
like was bad above good or something
And
because
there
it was
were
90s.
there were two tiers of awful, but there was only one tier of good, which was just a really fucking strict learning curve.
Yeah.
and and score curve, and I thought that was really damning against the game.
The best part
Now
about
they-
that game is if you're rapping awful, the guy just stops mid rap and be like, "Man, this sucks, dude." And raps
This-
like,
this
"Oh
just
man."
sucks. I just like how things fall apart around you.
It's
like,
awesome, but then if you do play again, and you try to get rapping cool or whatever
like
it is,
your
like,
rapping is
you
so-
suddenly start being like heavenly, like
your rapping is so awful that you shake the cores of existence
Yeah,
around you.
yeah.
It's pretty
awesome.
bad. But if I'm going back to Parappa nowadays, I'm just listening to the music because legit, I did like Parappa's soundtrack.
oh for sure. Like there's the
Especially
the
the final
driving
song.
tutorial level has great music.
Yeah, Mussolini.
yeah. And then there's the one level where Parappa has to pee, and that's the whole.
Yeah,
That's the whole.
I
that's
fucking
the, that's the whole
despise it.
stage.
I hate that level. That level gives me anxiety.
The 90s were a mistake.
So you're a mistake, Ted. You're from the 90s.
So are you.
Yes.
Only '90s kids remember the '90s.
I would hope so.